Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. I hope you guys are having the most incredible day. Bitch, am I recording, girl? Hang on. Oh yeah, I am. If this is your first time on my channel, my name is Sebastian and I do everything pop culture, honey. So if you're looking for a new messy best friend who's gonna give you about 5 videos a day on pop culture and is gonna make you laugh and you can be messy with, bitch, make sure you hit that subscribe button, grab a snack, grab a drink. We need to talk about Demi Lovato, and people are calling her out, calling her a troll. There's a lot going on with Demi Lovato. So listen, right? Demi Lovato recently just came out and said that she is adopting the pronouns she and her. And a lot of people have a lot to say about this because, as you guys know, Demi Lovato actually came out as non-binary in May of last year. So a little bit over a year ago, she came out as non-binary, which amazing. I am so proud of anybody who has the reassurance of who they are. I also think that her saying, she is they, them, and now saying that she is she, her, I understand how it has spiked a little bit of rumblings here and there. A lot of people are calling her, saying she's a troll, and that this trolling is basically getting in the way of her talent, that it's getting in the way of her music. If you guys don't know, there's been a lot of rumors about her tour not really selling that many tickets, that she cannot fill out arenas, and that her album sales, projected sales, are very low for her new album. Demi Lovato goes on to say that I'm still learning and coming into myself, and I don't claim to be an expert or a spokesperson. Sharing this with you now opens another level of vulnerability for me. She goes on to say that she has adopted the pronouns she and her again, and that Demi said before she was referring to herself as a fluid person. Demi also went on to say that she previously felt her masculine and feminine energy were at balance, especially last year when I was faced with a choice of walking into a bathroom and it said women and men. I didn't feel like there was a bathroom for me because I didn't feel necessarily like a woman. I didn't feel like a man, she continued, while talking about why she initially adopted they, them. I just felt like a human, and that's what they, them is about. For me, it's just about like feeling human at your core. She said that recently I've been feeling more feminine. And she also pointed out when it comes to pronouns in general, it's still a learning process for many people. She says, I think what's important is like nobody's perfect. Everybody messes up pronouns at some point. And especially when people are learning, it's just all about respect. And I totally understand what she is saying about that. I think that pronouns and having people understand it and explaining it, it's all very new. And I think that in my case, I remember the first time I ever crossed a pronoun situation, and I call it that because I didn't know what that was. There was a coworker of mine, I've said this story many times, there was a coworker of mine who I thought, she, I would always say like, go talk to her or she will help you or this. So they came up to me and, they were like, hey, Sebastian, just FYI, I go by them and they. I didn't hear the I go by and I was like, who's they? Like, do they need help? And they were like, what? And, I didn't understand what they were saying. And they're like, no, I go by them. And I'm like, who do you go by? Like, and we were like super busy. So I was like, who do you go by? Like, I don't, and she was like, no, I go by they, them. There was like a huge line. So she's telling me I go by they, them. And I was like, girl, who are you going by? Right? I can help them too. Like if it's so many, I got your back, that's basically what I was saying. And she was like, no, we're not understanding each other. My pronouns are they, them. And I was like, what's a pronoun? because I didn't know, and I will be super like honest with you guys. So anyways, at our lunch break, we both were laughing our asses off because I thought that they needed help with other people, and they were just telling me about pronouns. So we sat together and they explained to me that they go by they and them and they are non-binary. And I didn't understand what that was at the time. And I remember going home that day and reading about it because I really, they shared their whole experience with me, which they don't have to, by the way. In my eyes, you just tell me your pronouns and I respect them, and point blank, period. I don't ask questions. I don't need to understand. I just want to respect you. I want to acknowledge you for who you are. I want you to be your best self, and I want you to live your best life being your most authentic self, bitch. All right? With spit and everything. So I looked it up. I studied it, not in a way of like wanting to be perfect, but like really, understand, because it sparked something in me. It really truly did, and I'll tell you about it in a second. But so the next day, basically, I said, by accident, I said she, and bitch, when I tell you, I felt so bad. I felt so bad. They came up to me and said, don't worry, because I was pale. I was pale, red, all the colors. And they were like, don't worry. I'm just grateful that you are acknowledging me and seeing me for who I am. And that broke my heart, because I'm like, we all have to respect one another, right? And for me, I love everyone who, you tell me who you are and I will believe you. I will respect you for that, right? I know it's confusing to some, and I get it. And I've spoken to friends who don't quite understand it. And as long as you are willing to respect somebody's pronouns, if you mess up, you mess up. You know what I mean? That's okay. And I think Demi has every right to change it up. Although I will tell you this, the concern for Demi's musical career and people saying that her trolling, I don't like the word trolling, because I don't think she is trolling. I don't think talking about pronouns is trolling. So that word needs to go. But people are saying that her shoving her personal and private life onto others is what is messing up with her musical career. But I look at it a little bit different. I think that musicians, artists, actors, singers, especially when they start off as child, singers or actors, they get placed in a box, and people want to see them in that box because they want to feel safe that they are not changing. And I think by Demi telling us, I go by they, them, this and that, I now go by she and her, I think that is a wonderful thing. And I don't think that should affect her musical career, but there is something that is not working out, because her music is not really making a splash. Her album is projected allegedly that not selling, and her tour is allegedly not selling. So something is not right. But I hate the fact that people are blaming her pronouns and her expressing herself, that is what is affecting her tour. I think that's messed up. I don't agree with it. And for those of you out there who don't understand, Google it, right? It is nobody's job to teach you, but just the fact that you want to learn so you can respect everyone out there and respect them for being their authentic self speaks volumes of you. And I just really wanted just to repeat this. The most important thing for me is that everybody's living their most authentic life. I want everyone to just be authentically themselves. And if one day you want to say to me, I go by they, them, and then tomorrow you want to say to me, I go by she, her, it's not my job to understand you. It's just my job to respect you. So anyways, I love you all so much. Let me know what you think about Demi in the comments below. And I hope you guys have a fabulous day.